Hello, everyone. Patricia Calkins here. Welcome to the 6th week of Decoding Cultures. I know that last week was a really busy one for you. Not only did you have all of the regular class activities to do, but you also had your paper to write. So thank you for your hard work. This week, we are turning to a different topic. That topic is how we can compare cultures. What could the framework be that we can use to make valid comparisons between cultures? We're looking at two different comparisons. The first comparison that we're looking at is provided by the framework of value orientation theory. This was developed by two researchers, Kluckhohn and Struckbeck, and was published in the early 1960s. And in this particular framework, the researchers went from the question of what are the kinds of problems that humans need to solve? And what are the ranges of answers that there are to these problems? And they determined that there is actually only a limited number of possible solutions to these problems, and decided that that might be a good way to compare cultures. If a culture tends to try one kind of a solution over another kind of a solution, then that might tell you something about that culture and about how it is the same or different from another culture. The second framework we're looking at is the framework that was developed by the researcher Geert Hofstede. Hofstede worked for IBM and had a data set from IBM's employees. IBM was one of the biggest multinational corporations. We're talking about the 70s when he was doing his research. And he was looking at ways that things were organized within organizational business culture, but because this was a multinational set, he was also able to find some trends within the national groups. And so Hofstede developed in the early 1980s 4 dimensions of culture, to which 2 were later added. This model of the 6 dimensions of culture is one of the most used models in comparing cultures throughout the world. Particularly, it is used in business and is used to compare business cultures and organizational culture, but it is also heavily used by researchers who are trying to understand the culture of a particular nation. So I think it's going to be a really interesting time for us. We're going to be looking at how the United States might stack up on these frameworks compared to other cultures. I hope that you find it as interesting as I do. I'm really looking forward to your answers on Flipgrid and on the Moodle forum and your projects towards the end of the week. Also at the end of the week, it's not up there yet, but it will be, I hope, by tomorrow, I will have the assignment for your final paper, which is due on the last Sunday of the class. That should be coming soon, and I will also post a video that will give you some ideas of how you might want to approach this paper. So thanks very much for your good work. I'll be talking to you soon. Goodbye.